So I noticed this year that I only read one library book. And that's crazy because in the past years, normally in all my reading life, all I've done is read from libraries. So out of like 40 something books that I've read this year, I've owned all of them. And that in part has been because of the hashtag read my own damn books challenge that Andy started over at Estelle's Revenge. I'll link her channel. And that's awesome. I also did too much book buying, which I needed to do less of because of that challenge, but I'm gonna work on that for sure next year. I need to be better about that because Jesus spent too much money on books. But yeah, I just thought like, whoa, I've always been an advocate of libraries, and that's not to say that I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop being one, but I think it's interesting that I just didn't really read a library book except for one that I think my coworker let me borrow. I think it was The Crown, the last in the Kiera Cass um, series, the one that's like The Bachelor on crack but with women. And yeah, she let me borrow it because I just wanted to see how that one went, and then I returned it from to the library for her since she already had it, so I didn't have to take it out. But yeah, I just remember I went into the library because there's one I walk by the big 42nd Street one every time I go to the gym. So I walked in and I was like, look, they have this book and that book that I could have just gone here, but instead of I think there's just like this. I turned into like this person that just wanted the book to have instead of just being like they have it at the library. I could just use it here and return it, and like I just that part of my mind completely forgot about that. Like the library is a thing I can use, and it's fine that I don't own it. I don't need to own it. I actually gave away a bunch of books to a local bookshop that was having a sale and take books a day type thing. So I think like I just it's interesting how I've always saw myself as someone that was like not against book buying, but like I never did that much of it growing up. And now that I have my own means to buy books, it's become like my thing. And I never thought that would be a thing. So it's like the change from libraries to book buying is like so weird, but I need to remember that that's where I came from. That's my background for sure. I worked at my first job was at a library, and I always have like a fond place in my heart for libraries. So I think one of my goals for next year is to definitely just go back to that and like read what I have for sure. But when it comes to books that are coming out that are new, remember that the library is a resource. I don't need to spend that money that I don't need to be spending. I should be saving on books. But yeah, I splurge every now and then because you know treat yourself. But like on like this the third one that I don't have, just get it from the library. Like you know, I the third book, let's say in a series, is what I'm saying. Because with some books, I have them on my Kindle app on my phone, and that's fine and dandy. And I did a couple of books that I read that way. But I also just think like read what I have, but also use the library. That's the goal. Goal set. Okay, enough rambling. Let me know what you prefer. Are you trying to read more of the books you have? Do you prefer just using libraries as well? Alrighty, enough rambling. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.